Okay, what's the date today? Let's see. December 10, 2020. It is a Thursday. December 10. So, I did show you this before. Of course, anytime you make an open space, it creates a vacuum. Well, this popped up here. Actually, that's my doing. And this is here. Well, how about that? Freezer is full, ladies and gentlemen. The fridge is full. No, I'm going to put straps here on the door so I can store more stuff. Oh, I see some bacon. Yeah, buddy. Bacon good. Bacon very good. Oh, there's a red something. Red cabbage? No, red beets. So, looks like it's a lot of stuff in the shelves, but it really isn't. What it is a lot of these containers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 2 of them have stuff in there. 10. The rest of them are empty. So, some of this stuff like plastic spoons, come on, can go in there. This is going to go into my shop. So I also have stuff for the bottom and stuff over here, and a lot of this stuff is going to go in those spots. Some of this stuff too. And then I'm going to rewire all this stuff. William and I are going to clean this up, string it down, run it across the floor or something. I don't know. That's quite the cluster. The cluster farm. This freezer right here is falling apart. Oh, and of course, this cabinet here, cupboard. It's starting to get filled with stuff. We'll see. So, what's the weather like, guys? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look what the weather is like. Everything is frosted over. Check it out, except for Kathy's car, because she just got back from work. But all the cars down below are frozen, bird's eye view. Frosted, I mean. You can see the horses back there eating their grain. But the grass is all frosted over nicely. Let's see what the weather is. There's absolutely no wind to speak of. The weather says it's 30 degrees and foggy, so it must have been foggy earlier in the morning. Right now it's 9:41 in the morning. I did do the horses. You can see my tracks coming and going. The stalls are clean. Took pictures of the southeastern corner of the paddock right there, like I do every morning, because that floods out. All right, so not sure what's going to happen today. Probably not a whole lot, but I feel pretty good. I didn't get all dizzy in the morning, this morning. I did do something yesterday. I did a little shopping, which I showed you. I bought that air tank, that portable air tank. Got all this stuff moved, transferred from here to the other side of the door. As you can see, all that's got to go totally upstairs. And this radio is driving me crazy. Let me turn the radio off. Or down anyway.
Question here from Kelly. How many hospitals and hospital beds do we have in Michigan? I don't know if you have a full number, but she's really asking what percentage of patients.
America Corporation. Back in a moment, it is the Free Beer and Alvik Show.
Wrong way, Willie. There. So, what did I do yesterday? So, you remember when I bought this yellow thing behind me, the yellow portable tank? It's 11 gallons, so it's larger than any of them that I've ever purchased. I've purchased them for Adient before, for surge tanks for machines that are starving for air. So I filled it up. So what I did was I removed this junk. Let me see if I can find it. That was here, that came with it. And what it was a little gauge, which the gauge was nice. But the oh, here it is. So it came with a gauge and a relief valve topping out 125 psi. This valve here shuts off and on, but then you got to fill that stupid thing with a little Schrader valve. Come on, give me a break. Stop the madness. It's a 1/2 inch fitting that went into the into the tank itself. And hello, how are you? Won't you tell me your name? My motherland again. Yay! I was looking for a pointer, but I'll show you the discrepancy in that painting. So I got to make sure when my artist paints it, she makes sure that the discrepancy is not in that painting. So anyway, that was the garbage that was on here on the tank. Now I like the gauge, but I'll have to figure out a way to put it on. It's just something I didn't think about when I bought the fittings. So 1/2 inch fittings, which is really nice, fills up quickly, and it dispenses quickly. So what I did do is, if you notice right here, watch this. So it's got air in there, probably 125 pounds. Like I said, I removed that junk, and this is what I placed on here. Street elbow, 1/2 inch street elbow, 1/2 inch T, and a close nipple between here and here. This valve I got from Auto Bond many years ago. So what I do is I put in the system, the shop system's air hose onto here. This quick release, you can see that here. And then I open this valve and it'll fill this thing up until once I hear that it's filled up, what I'll do is I'll shut this off. It's in the off position. This valve always goes with the flow, typically. So this way it shuts it off. This way feeds it in. So on this end, I put a quick female quick release, and that's where I can put my the hose. So I had that hose on there, and disconnect this. Typically, I like to drain the shop system of air. I have 3 areas that I have this thing here. The outlets, nice and solid, baby. And then I just drain the air system here. Then I just disconnect it, because 160 pounds is pretty high pressure. So I just want to be safe, right, Mike Helms? So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I would have liked to have a little gauge here, but it's a portable air tank. Who cares? This is for emergencies, filling in the flat tires of cars that are not on the scene. And you remember I bought these wheels here, so I hope to have these wheels put on this table right here. So a few things I'm going to do today. Another thing I'd like to do is these speakers and those books that I have on the stairwell here. It's got to go upstairs. I found this wonderful cable here, this wire. I'm going to make it into an extension cord. The reason why I like this wire is because it came off of a vacuum cleaner. And typically a housewife will vacuum the floors in her house at least once time a day, which means you got to unravel this thing and wind it back up, unravel, wind it, and then run around the house flexing and yada yada yada. And this is a very good functional cable for me to use for what have you. So I kept that. Always remember, save your vacuum cleaner electrical cables. So that's where I'm at, people. Let's call it a wrap on this video, and I'll get back with you. So again, it is the 10th of, so it's a 2-digit number again already. Oh man, it's going so fast. December's going by quickly. And I see I charged a battery here. Let's see if I can unplug it with one hand. I've done it before and I almost dropped it. So I didn't learn my lesson yet, huh? So I did. I'm gonna disconnect it. Set you right here if you don't mind. You guys gonna be okay here? Let's see. Keeps rotating on me. Haha, maybe this will work. Guys all right? So this shelf here is going to get lowered, maybe down to here because I'm so short. This whole area here is going to be boxed in with a nice cupboard. So all these wires will have switches on them, and it'll just look so much nicer. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I'll see you guys. Adios.